Today we give 10 unsettling signals you are improving as a person. You may be striving to become a better version of yourself, yet at times it may feel as though your development is stagnant or non-existent. It's not always simple to see the signals of growth and improvement when you're in the midst of the process. However, this does not imply that nothing is changing. In this video, we discuss some of the indicators that things are changing and that you are on the right path to being a better person. So let's immediately begin. Number 1. You are beginning to have doubts. Realizing that some of your long-held beliefs may not be true might be frightening, but it's sometimes vital for personal growth and even for assisting others on their journeys. When you begin to question things, you begin to see them for what they truly are, rather than how others want you to perceive them. Instead than accepting things at face value, you examine more critically and question why they are the way they are and whether they need to change. Moreover, the more questions asked, the simpler it is to make well-informed judgments. Number 2. Your viewpoint is shifting. It is not always simple to recognize your own evolution. We are all accustomed to viewing ourselves as fixed beings with fixed identities and behaviors. However, when you begin to recognize that your viewpoint is shifting, it is an indicator that you are maturing and developing. If your viewpoint on anything shifts, it is because you have gained additional knowledge and a deeper comprehension of it. This is one of the most essential factors of development. Initially, it may be frightening or uncomfortable, but these emotions are only part of the process. Number 3. You are beginning to recognize your own darkness. Everyone has a dark side, a trait they strive to conceal from others and even themselves. Sometimes this is because we fear what others would think. Occasionally, it is because we fear what we may do if we allow the darkness in. But it may be genuinely liberating when you recognize your dark side and are able to view its ugliness with knowledge and compassion rather than judgment and fear. It implies that no matter how terrible things become or how much anger, grief, or frustration you feel, you do not immediately act on those emotions or allow them to define who you are. Number 4. You are less critical of others. We all have our own ideas, and they're important to us, and we certainly have the right to them. But what makes us human is our ability to alter our minds when new information is offered. However, it is easy to grow defensive when you disagree with someone. You feel as though your viewpoint is being threatened or assaulted, making it difficult to listen to and learn from this other. However, if you are able to be less judgmental of individuals who disagree with you, it indicates that you are improving as a person. It demonstrates that you are more receptive to and accepting of the thoughts and beliefs of others, even when they contradict your own. Number 5. You acknowledge your own involvement in the past. Most people find it difficult to acknowledge their errors, especially when those errors have caused others suffering. However, it is essential to accept responsibility for our acts, even if they were unintended. When you can understand how your actions have harmed someone, or when you can look back on a scenario and realize that there was more than one side to it, it is a strong indication that you are improving as a person and realizing your part in the past. Aids in empathizing with people and offering real apologies. It also teaches you how to prevent repeating such errors in the future. Number 6. You no longer believe you are superior than everyone else. This may seem like an odd occasion to celebrate, but it really marks the beginning of some significant personal development. This is because when we assume we are the best, we leave no possibility for improvement. We do not desire change or improvement. We simply want someone to show us wrong, correct? Once you recognize that no one is perfect and that everyone, including you, has space for improvement, you begin to concentrate on your own development rather than worrying about what others are doing. Number 7. When you are criticized, your initial response is to look. Criticism is difficult to accept. When chastised, most people prefer to get defensive or lash out, but when we take a step back and evaluate the critique, we find that it was actually accurate. If your initial response to criticism is to examine oneself, it demonstrates that you are maturing as a person and can accept responsibility for your actions or decisions. Number 8. Your priorities are in transition. Your priorities are a potent sign of your direction. And if you find yourself focused on different topics than in the past, this indicates that your priorities are evolving. You may have formerly been more interested in generating money, but you are now more interested in spending time with your family. Or perhaps you formerly ate nothing but fast food and partied constantly, but now you care more about eating well and taking care of yourself. It indicates that you are maturing as a person. You are establishing personal objectives and determining how to spend your time and energy most effectively. Number 9. You occasionally tell the truth despite its difficulty or awkwardness. We all experience times of weakness in which we wish to avoid telling someone anything that may upset them. To prevent hurting someone's feelings or making them feel awful about themselves, it is far simpler to use white falsehoods. And although that may work in some situations, there are times when being honest with yourself and others is the only way ahead. Long term, stating the truth will make you a better person and assist you in establishing relationships based on trust and sincerity. Number 10. You place less emphasis on being correct. In the midst of a dispute, it might feel as though the only thing that counts is whether or not our position is accurate. However, if we are all continuously attempting to show that we are correct, nobody wins and we all lose. No one gains new knowledge and no one matures or changes their mind. If you are less concerned with being right and more concerned with doing what is best for everyone involved, it is a sign of maturity, an indication that you can look beyond yourself and are improving as a result. It makes no difference what you started with, where you came from, or where you are in life right now. Almost everyone has the capacity to improve themselves. You must just be willing to experience some discomfort along the road.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.